What are the downsides of getting married young? Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to this episode of the Coach Thyna show. I have brought my favorite guest again. Welcome in, honey.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here. You look so amazing, stunning, beautiful. Look at your necklace. I mean, people, look at that. You're such a beauty.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're answering this very huge question. What are the downsides of getting married young? We got married in our 20s.
Yeah.
And I feel like we are one of the people that people can throw this question at every other time.
Yeah.
And I wanted us to answer this question in this video.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm sure it's something that a lot of people would love to know. If I want to get married young, what are the things that I'm supposed to expect? So yeah, for the first one, I believe older people from Africa and even some places around the world, when they see young people marry, they begin to underestimate them. So my first point is you get underestimated by older people. Yes. They disrespect you sometimes. They don't see the things that you can achieve in the marriage. So I mean, some older people. Yeah.
So basically, when older people see young couples, they try to belittle them, like they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
They don't know what they're
That's
doing.
the word. Yeah.
I understand, honey, 100%. I remember when we were pregnant, we're on the bus, I think, when I just came to the UK, and one elderly woman was looking at us like this. We were playing love, like
I remember pregnant. She was behind us.
She was behind us. She was even speaking Yoruba. Pregnant. She was like, I'm telling you, the woman was just looking at us like, these people, look at these clowns, they're pregnant.
We probably look like 16, you 16, and I look like maybe like 18. So that's
they're like,
why.
She was so angry. She literally was going to say, why are you pregnant? Literally. That's just one of the things we experienced. We've experienced so many. Even when we were at the hospital, when we gave birth, he gave our child the pacifier because I was doing a lot of tests because of the kind of birthing experience that I had. So I wasn't really present. So when they brought me back to the room and he had given our baby the pacifier, it was 1 day old or 2 days old. One woman that was smelling of aboniki like this, eating coconut, just came and removed the pacifier from my baby's mouth. And my husband was so tired because he's been the one caring for me and the baby. He was literally so tired. Like, I was tired. My husband was tired. New parents, tired. Cesarean section, everything you can think of. I just looked at the woman. Put it back. I looked away and looked at my husband. She just brought back the pacifier, put it back. She's not a nurse, she's not a doctor. Nurses and doctors have come in to look at our baby. He was using the pacifier, they didn't say anything. This woman, when I said put it back, do you know what she said? She said, he's sucking air. I'm saying, you work at the hospital.
Don't even know.
Thousands of people have their babies month in, month out. And because we look young, we're young parents, we're young people. You were taking our baby's pacifier as what? As great grandmother or as what? So we have faced a lot of, people trying to tell us what to do. Oh my days.
So, I just don't like it when people, maybe because they think they've got experience more than you, and then they start to belittle your marriage and they don't see.
So we're telling you now, if you're going to get married young, please be ready to face people trying to tell you that you don't know what you're doing. You're still young. What could you possibly know? They forfeit the fact that you probably have read a lot of books on marriage. You've gone through counseling. We had counseling with my church and counseling with his church. Paid counseling we had coaching, we had our mentors investing in us. So we're young, but we're not novice to the life that we chose to have.
Exactly.
Nobody pressured us into marriage. You know how people are in their 30s and they're like, when are you getting married? We never experienced that. Nobody asked us. Nobody ever asked him, when are you getting married? Nobody ever asked me, when am I getting married? We didn't get married under pressure, but we deliberately walked into the world of marriage. But people will try to make you think you don't know what you're doing. You must stand your ground. You must be deliberate that I'm not letting anyone, regardless of how close I am with them, come into this marriage to tell me A or B because they're older. You must fight for your marriage.
Yeah, and they would even sometimes like to make decisions for you.
Yes.
And that brings me to the second point as well, which is, if you were someone that used to be indecisive as a young person, before you got married as a youth, then it's going to be a struggle for you when you get married, because now, as the man of the house, you need to be the one deciding for the family. So if you were so indecisive before, then it's going to be a struggle. It's going to affect the marriage as a whole. That's another downside of getting married young.
So basically, if you're young now, you're probably living with your parents, or you have a close relationship with one of your parents. You must be able to decide for yourself what you want. And that's one thing that I enjoyed in my singleness. So I literally used to decide for myself every time. I would decide and then cross-check it with my parents and my mentors. I never used to be someone who was unsure of what I wanted to do. Honey, how about you?
And for me, I used to be someone that used to say a lot of yeses to people. The people that I'm close to and people that I'm not even close to. You want that? Oh yeah, of course, let's do it. Yes. I didn't used to say no. So when I got married and then I began to say no to some people, they were so surprised. No, that's not you, man. Your marriage has just changed you. But that's not the fact. The fact is that I am manning up. I am making decisions that are very important in my marriage and that could affect my wife as well. So, yeah.
Oh, honey, you're such a don't get person with your decisions now. And that's one thing. Let me tell you something. If you have 21st temperament that's like phlegmatic, peaceful, always nice, you will need to start now, because when you get married, people are going to think it's your partner that's changing
that changed you.
So counseling is what changed him.
Knowledge.
Coaching is what changed him. Mentorship is what changed him. I'm only a beneficiary of the impact that was made into him, but a lot of people still think it's me, and I carry it on my head. Yes, it's me, no worries. So yes, if you're young, please be sure to make your decisions for yourself
from before you get married. While you're single, begin to make your own decision. Begin to stand your own ground. It's really important, because that way you're already showing someone that's very decisive and someone that can stand their ground, someone that they can man up, and when they get married, it's not going to be difficult for you to do. Exactly.
One time I was coaching someone in her 40s who is single, and she was telling me that her dad really likes this guy, and this guy is not trying to propose to her or get her married. He's just trying to prolong things. And she was saying that her dad would be offended. Her dad at 40 something. Girl, you need to stand up for yourself. From when you are in your 20s, please start to make decisions for yourself. I always feel for ladies who say, my dad is trying to introduce me to someone, my mom is trying to introduce me to a guy. You should choose your partner for yourself, as well as men should choose the woman they spend the rest of their lives with. It's not a week, it's not a month, it's the rest of your life. So you need to stand your ground. One of the downsides of getting married young is the fact that people will try to influence you, but if you are a person of strong decision, you're fine. I haven't suffered from any heavy things from my own family, because I always used to be I want this, I go for it. And they trust my decision as well. I remember as a 16-year-old rapper, I used to attend events all by myself, and my parents would trust me, help me with my transport fare, and trust that I would go and come back safely and not branch at a friend's house or go partying or stuff like that. So another thing I would advise you if you're young is, if you have issues with your parents agreeing with who you like or who you want to marry, please start to show them that you can make good decisions for yourself. That's the easiest way to get them to trust your judgment on a partner. My parents never doubted my choice in my husband, because I had met a lot of guys. They knew about a lot of partners, people that were trying to say, I want to marry you. I said no, because I was sure of what I want. So when I then met my husband, they never said anything. They were just like, are you sure about him? Is he God-fearing? Tell us a bit about him. Never like, no, you can't marry him because of his tribe or because you had long distance. Nothing like that, because they could trust my judgment.
That's very amazing. Thing is that I feel like a lot of men experience this. Even if you're a man that has very close relationship with your parents or with friends, people that you were close to, people still challenge you somehow and still say, why did you marry? I mean, sometimes men get that kind of question. I mean, those kind of questions. Wow, I didn't even know you were searching for a wife. Why did you even get married? I mean, are you old? You're just 20 something years old. So why did you get married? So you get this kind of questions. So for men, you have to be prepared for this kind of questions and begin to exercise authority even before you get married. There was someone that told me something, that he began to separate his mouth from his mother's pot before he got married. That means he began to cater for himself, feed himself, cook for himself. And when he got married, it was easier. It was easier, exactly.
Wow.
I mean, this video is being made for you, for single guys as well, to begin to make your own decision, begin to let your friends or close friends or guardians, parents know that I can make a right decision for myself, and I am way over 18, so I can make my own decisions myself. So stand your ground, man up.
Oh, okay. So what's the third one?
So the third one, which is the very, very important one, is financial intelligence.
Financial intelligence.
Yeah, so that's another downside if you do not have it. Yes, if you do not have it.
I mean, finances is a huge part of marriage. During marriage counseling, they told us that the two easiest way marriages break is through money and sex. Remember?
I remember. Yeah.
So finances is a huge thing that if you're getting married young, you must talk about with your partner. My husband and I, we talked a lot about finances. We talked about Melek Island, how we wanted to, be a blessing. We talked about all our dreams. We talked about Hot Girl Secret Global. We talked about my book from when we were dating.
Yeah.
You need to talk about your dreams, because that's another way that income flows. That's another way that you people don't have to go back to your parents to ask for money or go to the bank to get a loan. So from the start, please be sure that your finances are okay. Please get financial intelligence. There are so many books on finances that would help you. I'm telling you for free. You can get, the marriage of your dreams as long as you're educated. Even in my book Hot Girl Secrets, there's a chapter that is dedicated to finances if you're getting married young in my bag. Make, manage, and multiply money. You and your man need to be on lock in that area. You need to have the same perspective on the kind of wealth you want to build.
That's fact. As much as it is very important for men, it is as well for women. To know how to make, multiply, and manage money.
Do you know why it's so important? Because when you finally meet the man and he's a huge spender, for instance, 24 was a huge spender, and I was able to help him with his spending. You see, so imagine that
you're so resourceful. I mean, that was one of the things that I discovered so early, in our friendship. Very resourceful. Any small thing that you have, you multiply it. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yes.
So when my wife said make, manage and multiply money, she's speaking from what she can actually do. Give her £1,000. You're gonna come back in the next 1 month and you're gonna meet £10,000 there.
Oh, give God all the glory.
It's amazing stuff. Yeah. So I just thought I should chip that in.
Yeah. So basically, the In My Bag chapter, I'm telling you how to help. Imagine that I turned him down because his money management was bad. I would have missed something incredible. So that's why you should get that part sorted out. So even though the man doesn't have it sorted out, you can help him. So I would never have thought that, yes, I'm going to have to teach my man money management, but I had to do it. So whatever it is that you need to do as a woman, please get it done, because it would help your marriage as a whole. Now, I don't need to even give him a sermon on money management. He has all the money books. He got this book, Think and Grow Rich, by himself, so you're coming to drop the seed, then he takes over from there. So imagine, I'm just thinking now, imagine that I let you go because of your money management. I would have lost you, my soulmate.
You seem like you're about to cry.
I'm about to cry. Because a lot of us, you might have lost someone because you thought they weren't, a full package. None of us is a full package. Just how I have helped my husband with his money management, he's helped me with a lot of things that if I start to mention here, you guys are going to be like, Coach, so you were suffering with that one too, and you say you were a coach. Yes, he's helped me. So you want to be full so that you can pour into your partner, regardless of the age that you get married. I'm so sure that you will do amazing, and God will help you with what his heart desire is for your marriage.
And just to go more in depth into that financial intelligence, so for a man as well, if you're somebody that doesn't, have savings, or you don't save money. If you're somebody, so that's one. If you're somebody that, that owes a lot of debt. And number 3, if you're somebody that has no discipline with money, it's really going to affect your marriage. And so these 3 things you need to look into. Save up. Don't owe anything. Don't owe anybody. Don't take any loans that that you can't even pay back. And number 3, be very disciplined with your money, with your spendings as well. So you need to make sure that you work on these 3 things, because there's a lot of responsibility in marriage in terms of finances, the things that you need to secure financially. As much as spiritual security is important, same as financial security, your wife needs to be rest assured that there is enough for us.
Thank you so much for that. I know that men would take some gems from that experience, particularly because money is a huge factor in most marriages. Is why a lot of people are getting divorced. Is why a lot of couples don't see eye to eye, because their money is not in the same perspective. And
also a lot of, I'm sorry to call you honey, a lot of men as well, I think, they just think that I shouldn't tell about the debts that I owe, or the kind of amount I make. It's really important. You need to be vulnerable, you need to be transparent. That's the word. I was really transparent. Even as friends, I was telling her everything that I needed to tell her, especially seeing the values that she carries. I was able to just express to her and say, can you believe that I just made £200 from this beat I made for this friend? So you need to begin to learn that even as you're courting. Tell your future spouse, I need to pay some money back. I borrowed this money when I was trying to learn how to drive, but I need to pay it back. Express yourself. Let them know from the start. This way you're really transparent, and once you get married, you're becoming one. And when God wants to bless that marriage, He's blessing you both. It's coming at the same time, because when your wife receives money, blessings from God financially, it is still yours. When you receive it, it's still your wife. So you need to make sure that the finances are all sorted out.
Yeah. But are you grateful that you got married early?
I am really grateful. I would have missed it out if I hadn't done it early. I would have missed out on a lot of opportunities. Yes, I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't gotten married. I wouldn't be able to stretch my financial capabilities if I hadn't got married. I wouldn't be able to, go through challenges and overcome.
Men are so scared of marriage. Honey, this is why you need
elaborate.
No, nothing like elaborate. We'll meet in the other room. I want you to start a mentorship program. Help young men know that the things they are scared about in marriage. I have sweet girls for them. Hot Girls Secrets. Let them follow us on Hot Girls Secrets. When we go live, let them join us. They'll see the girls posting scriptures. Men are so scared, especially here in London. Girls are complaining. My London girls are complaining about London guys. So you go and tell the guys. Let them stop being afraid of getting married. What do you think?
I will do that. I'll work on that. No, that's really important. Honestly, that's really important.
As many men as you meet and come across, I know you don't have the time to start a mentorship program and all those things, but as many men as you meet, help them know that it's not as scary as it looks. There's some girls that have fantasies that they want to get married in the moon and all those things.
Maybe those are the things that men are scared of.
Those are the things that men are probably scared of. So if you have those high standards, some men might just be starting off on their journey. They might be moving out of living with their parents, whatever. For my husband, he had been living by himself for a long time. But for some people, they're still living with their parents when they meet you. How do they come out of that season? You need to be equipped, as well as you must not, crown that relationship with all your unrealistic desires. That's why most men are scared. I think when I told you that I didn't want a big wedding, just get my dress, get my thing, I was going to get my makeup done. It made you feel like
I was so calm and relaxed. Yeah. That's true. Literally, when we're speaking about, our wedding day, my wife was like, okay, I don't want so much people. I was like, wow, okay. I don't want a big hall. I just want everything to be simple, just the invited people and moderate. I was like, wow, I love that. Even though I actually wanted a big wedding.
Yeah, you told me.
I actually did, because I thought, it would be a great idea. Because I'm getting married to this beautiful queen. The whole world needs to know. But when she told me that, I just saw that there weren't much financial commitment to that kind of wedding that she was talking about, and I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Let's get married.
let's just do it.
Yeah. So basically, because of my own perspective of marriage, it fueled his, even though he wanted a big wedding.
Sorry. Also, I also knew from that a wedding doesn't have to be so elaborate. It's a day.
It's a day.
It's a day.
Taking a loan to start your married life is
I've heard people do
a disaster. You don't want to be involved in, because your honeymoon is not going to be honey. It's going to be pepper moon, because you're working so hard to pay back loans.
Imagine.
That's not how we want to get married.
Nah. So you're literally entering into that marriage with debt. Nah, that's really wrong. Entirely wrong. So yeah, I really loved the way that we did it. It was just so amazing. It was just so sweet. You need to get married young and get married to someone that's so full of wisdom. My wife is so wise.
Thank you.
Financially, spiritually, relationship.
But you see, the Bible says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from God. Are you going to be his favor? Are you going to be his good thing?
You're my favor.
Yeah,
you're my Proverbs 31 woman. You're my Proverbs 18 verse 22 woman. You're my
I don't know the scriptures you're talking about.
But no, amazing. You're my favor. I've been enjoying favor since I got married to you.
Oh, thank you, honey.
You're welcome. It's such a delight.
You're using my grammar now on me. He's using my lingo on me, because I say about my kids in church, they're such a delight. Now he's saying it about me. Anyways,
such a delight. You look
Thank
cute.
you for doing this with me. Thank you for giving us your time.
It's an honor. It's an honor. It's a privilege to be here. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Say thank you to him. And if you learned something new from this video, please drop it in the comment section. We want to see how you're learning something, so that I can bring
video and the podcast.
From the video and the podcast, so I can bring my husband more. If we see people excited, then I could really talk to him to come on board to tell us, from a man's perspective, things like marriage, love, for you, dating, etc. All right, have a beautiful week ahead. But remember to like this video if you like it. Share, subscribe if you're a new subscriber, welcome, and comment your thoughts. Let's hear from you. Have a wonderful week. Remain beautiful, remain on fire for God. Bye-bye.
Bye.